Howdy, everyone. We're
What's
back for more. We had a kind commenter inform us that we were pronouncing Minsa's name wrong, so we will make sure to do that correctly from now on.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, we're still filming the video in the park. Let's look at the dog. Dia is almost in tears watching the dog run in circles around the park.
He looks like a banana dipped in chocolate, and he doesn't even know it.
God, the way you think is so fucking cute. The dog catches a frisbee with its mouth and brings it to its owner. Oh, Bucket, good boy.
Bucket.
Want me to ask if we can pet it?
No, I think I can do it. Thanks.
Who names their dog Bucket? That's so beautiful.
I know, right?
It's a wonderful name for a dog. Oh, sure, go for it. Don't worry, I'll take over if they don't let you pet it. Dia nods and hesitantly approaches the dog's owner. Stands about a foot behind him unnoticed. She must be psyching herself up to do it.
Can I pet your dog?
Oh, you scared me. Sure, you can pet him. Bucket happily rolls over on his back, exposing his belly. Dia gives the dog a hearty belly rub as he blissfully writhes around in the grass. Aww.
Oh no. Oh no. Do you want to pet it too?
She's talking to me. You could pet the dog in butterfly soup
Pet
too.
the dog. Pet the dog.
Min rubs the dog's belly with both hands. His rough fur is a little smelly. When she stops, the dog looks up at her expectantly.
He's asking for more.
You're still petting him too. Really wants a whole crew massaging him all at once? After a solid 5 minutes, Bucket still hasn't had enough pets. Oh, it's okay. You can stop. I don't want to keep you guys all day.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Min squeezes Dia's hand as the guy walks off with his dog. You did good talking to that guy.
I'm trying to get better at it. Used to think I was just awkward because of my ear, but I think I partially picked it up from my mom. She's old and still scared of answering the phone and talking to strangers. I want to be different.
Oh, I get that feeling. I don't want to be like my dad no matter what. That's why I'll never have kids. Never want to do the things he did to me to someone else.
You wouldn't be like him. You're not a bad person.
But I'm worried it'd be easy to do it by accident.
If I were in charge of naming that dog, I'd name him Banana Dipped in Chocolate.
That's way too long, though.
His first name can be Banana, middle name Dipped in, last name Chocolate.
That's still the exact same length, though. We here at APR support Banana Dipped in Chocolate.
Yeah. I'm sad we're too big for playgrounds now. They should make playgrounds for teens and adults.
Yeah, all the scenarios we come up with while playing pretend were so fun.
My favorite was the one where we pretended we were runaways, starting our own clan. That one was so popular, some of the kids joining in weren't even our friends.
So looks like the teachers made us stop because everyone was digging huge holes in the ground and making stuff out of mud.
Was that why? I thought it was because it got too big. I remember like 30 of us were doing it.
Maybe it was a combination of both? I don't know.
I didn't even dig anything. My house was just a bunch of pine needles I arranged in a circle shape.
You mean our house? We were married, weren't we? In pretend world, I mean.
We were?
I saved you from being kidnapped by bandits and I made you marry me as a reward that one time.
You did the exact same thing as the bandits then.
No, I didn't. The bandits wanted you for bad reasons, but I wanted you for nice reasons only. You didn't say this game was your favorite. You must have liked it. I love that Dia is constantly like just posing completely stone-faced, trying her best to not. It's so good. Realizing that Min's right, Dia is so embarrassed that she doesn't respond. Oh no. It's a dead husk of a tree stump. Dia, let's throw rocks at the tree stump. I bet we can knock the bark off of it.
Okay.
They survey the ground for rocks to throw, but there's only dirt and twigs. Should look around for big rocks.
Good idea.
Oh, we gotta search for rocks. Min scours the ground for rocks. Meanwhile, Dia watches the dog running around. There's a decently big slab lying in the dirt. This rock will work. I just need to find one for me, too.
This one's for me?
This one's for you. Let's search over here again. I don't see any more rocks around here, though. Should look somewhere else. Thought maybe if you kept going back there, it'd let you pet Bucket again.
Yeah.
There's just sand here, no rocks. Esther seated at the bench, fiddling with a camcorder. Oh, you're here too?
Yeah, I'm being the cameraman for today. Akarsha kept insisting that I'd be good at it because I'm artsy, so, you know.
Did she do something to her hair? Looks way different than usual. Wow, your hair's so flat today.
Thanks?
Esther gives her a weird look. Meanwhile, Dia searches the ground for big rocks.
What are you doing?
Looking for rocks. Have you seen any?
There's a pretty big one over there.
Esther points to a large stone in the ground.
Thanks.
This one's as big as my fist. Yeah, this'll work.
Work for what exactly?
Esther's playing with the camcorder settings. Hey-ya! Perfect soundtrack. Min rolls a rock at the dead stump.
How much damage?
Hits with a thwack, causing a small piece of dry bark to fly off.
Cool.
Yeah, she's so impressed by me. Bet she wants to kiss me so bad. Dia follows Min's lead and fires a rock at the stump. It slams into the stump so hard, its top half explodes in a shower of bark shards. Whoa! Critical hit. That was so badass.
Thanks.
She's the most perfect girl in the world. Min has to hold herself back from grabbing Dia and kissing her senseless. Wish she didn't have to hide that we were dating. Get what we have to, but I wish you could just shout it from the mountaintops that you're my girlfriend.
It's still true, even if you can't say it.
It'd be nice to say it so everyone knows, though.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I wish we could go on more dates. I want to go everywhere with you. The aquarium, PetSmart, Home Depot lights section, airplane.
Thanks, Dia. Have I mentioned today that the writing in this game is on point?
It's so good. I feel like we have to say that at least once per video.
Airplane? Why do you like flying?
Not really. I like looking out the window and eating the pretzel packet. And Southwest gives you a little stirrer with your drink that's shaped like a heart. But that's it. We haven't done it together before, though, so I think it'd be fun. I want to see how you'd react to it.
Me too. I want to see your face when they give you the heart-shaped stir thing.
We should each ask for a different free beverage and share, so I get to try 2 drinks instead of just one.
Airplane dates. Imagining it makes Min's heart feel like it's going to explode. Forgetting her surroundings, Min surges forward to kiss her as Dia does the same, causing their mouths to crash together unexpectedly hard. Oh!
Sorry, got too excited.
Sometimes the lesbian vibes just get too overpowering. We understand. That was the worst kiss ever.
Let's redo it.
Wait, won't people see us?
Oops, I forgot. Maybe we should lie down in the grass.
Oh, why?
That way it'll look like we're just wrestling.
Yeah, and that's better. Yeah, that's a better... Dia lies down and Min gets on top of her and starts making out with her. Doesn't look like anything like wrestling. Dia clutches at Min's back as Min presses kiss after kiss into her lips. You're so cute. You know that?
Maybe a little.
Dia goes until still underneath her, suddenly looking uncomfortable. What's wrong?
A bug crawled under my shirt.
Dia sits up and unsuccessfully gropes around under her hoodie for the bug. Every neuron in Min's brain misfires as Dia hikes her hoodie all the way up over her bra, exposing her bare torso. Oh!
That face! Yes! The looking respectfully face.
I'm looking respectfully at my... I mean, your girlfriends at this point, right? They're like, you might want to talk about it at some point, but there's an expectation there. That's...
Looking respectfully. Don't know where it went.
Min is so distracted that it takes her a few seconds to notice the bug crawling on Dia's chest. Oh, it's just a beetle. I got it. She grabs a hold of it just as Akarsha and Noelle come jogging up to them. Everyone has arrived. We should get into costume now. Dia frantically puts her hoodie back on.
Oh, whoa.
Just helping her, a bug crawled up her shirt.
Where was it gonna crawl next? Down her pants?
What the fuck? That was not... that's... Listen, I know, but there actually was a bug, okay? Look, the bug's right here. Min raises her hand to show it to them, but it's gone.
It must have flown off. I mean, I'm not judging. If I had a ticket to Boob City, I know what I'd be doing too. But literally here in broad daylight, really?
Oh, for fuck's sake, we literally weren't doing anything. Dia's face is still flushed pink as they walk over to the others hand in hand. Hey, was she making you uncomfortable? I can make her stop, you know.
No, it's okay. Thanks for asking. I feel pampered with you.
Good, because you deserve to be pampered. The group gathers around Sakura and Yuki as they haul a pile of clothes and props out of a duffel bag. Sorry we're late. I was turning my closet upside down trying to find everything. That is a good Bleach t-shirt.
Yeah.
Any objections if I play music from my phone?
Are you gonna play anime openings?
I plead the fifth. Maybe.
Then yes. How about K-pop? I just discovered this amazing group called Super Junior. I don't know what that is. You can play one song. Yosh.
She plays a song from her phone speakers and tries to untangle a Nerf gun from a coat belt. Wait, is that something that... Is that still contemporaneous in playing music off your phone in 2008?
Sure.
Because that was... Because it was still mostly... Because 2008, right? That's when I was just leaving... Would have been like just leaving high school.
Mm-hmm.
Smartphones weren't super common when I was in high school. They weren't even a thing.
Feature phones had music players, didn't they?
I guess.
Because I had the shitty slide phone thing for ages, and mine, you could play music on it, but I could only hold about maybe 10 MP3s in the storage space on it.
See, because like...
And the sound quality was utter garbage.
The way...
But like, I was jealous of my friends with the Razr phones that were marketed with the MP3 playing feature that had slightly more space but also sounded like garbage.
Right? Because like the way you did it back then was like you had to bring like a speaker, like speakers with you. And then you plug them into your iPod. And like they also started having like actual like bespoke players at that point where you could like just shove your iPod on a thing, like on a docket. That's how you would do it if you were fancy. You'd have like a whole speaker set up for your iPod and shove it on that.
Fond memories of crowding around the lunch table while friends have the little shitty battery-powered cube speakers that they plug their iPod into to play the worst fucking YouTube meme in the world at you while you can't see the video because you're on the other side of the table, but you laugh anyway so you can feel included.
It's perfect. We played Magic during our lunches. Not Commander yet.
I got in trouble for my group sharking people at poker.
She plays a song from her phone speakers and tries to untangle a Nerf gun from a coat belt.
The people around me tell me I'm too aggressive. Oh, this isn't so bad. Isn't it great? Korean guys are so much better than American guys. How so? They're all so beautiful and kind-hearted, not smelly pervs like the guys here.
Thanks, Yuki.
I need to find myself an oppa.
This is weird. Should I say something? Guess she doesn't mean any harm by it. She's trying to appreciate the culture. Sure. Here, Min, this trench coat is yours. It's my brother's Yoite costume. Used to have the hat, too, but I think he lost it. Yoite? What the fuck is that? It's from the amazing series Nabari no Oda. But the duh wasn't a part. I just realized the way I said that made it sound like the duh was a part of it. No.
Wait a minute, this is all anime stuff?
I believe the correct term is cosplay.
Excuse me, what?
Akarsha, I thought you meant normal costumes, like Halloween costumes.
This game just keeps delivering. Oh, this game is so good. How is this a video about wolves? Is that the wolf costume?
The wolves are wolf. Oh, this is
Oh no.
this is perfect.
You didn't ask, so
What the fuck are you wearing?
my baby wolf costume. How do I look?
You look great, Liz.
Like someone wearing cat ears? Is this really gonna come across as wolf? Yuki, this would have been more convincing if you had fursuits. Fursuits are so expensive, though. I might become a doctor just to be able to afford them someday. I see. We're doing every fandom.
Yep.
Also, you guys don't have to call me Yuki anymore. I realized a few days ago that going by a Japanese name in real life is kinda weird if you're not actually Japanese.
Me too, actually. Even if we love anime, it's a bit much.
Took you all the way until now to realize that?
Well, better late than never. Thank God.
So what are your names?
Grace.
Grace? What the?
And my real name is Saida.
At least that one sounds kinda like Sakura.
Akarsha, what does your outfit have to do with being a wolf? You only need the ears and paws to get the point across.
So you're saying I should be naked?
No, I'm not. I am not saying that. Dia holds up her environmentalist costume.
Where do I change? I use the restroom over there. It's just the one family room, so you'll all have to take turns getting changed. Unless, you want Min to get more bugs off you.
You freak whore! You're deranged if you think I'm fucking her in a park bathroom.
One way to get to Boob City.
What? Stop calling my Stop calling my girlfriend Boob City? Why are you so obsessed with that phrase now? I don't understand you. I'm both repulsed and intrigued.
I'll go now.
In the meantime, Min, can you help me pitch this tent? It's gonna be setting off your first scene.
Fine. I can help too since I don't need to get in costume.
Min helps Esther and Noelle carry the box with the tent in it. I don't understand why Karsha keeps making those crass jokes about you two. It's not as if those two girls can actually have sexual relations.
Oh.
Did anyone else see that just sign? The warning, sharp learning curve ahead.
What the hell are you talking about? Yes, they can.
Are you dense? Humans weren't evolved for that. The anatomy makes it impossible.
How is it impossible? You can just use other body parts like your fingers.
Oh no. Fingers, you must be mistaken.
Are we really having this conversation right now? No, I mean, it's true. Girls love manga is a thing.
What?
You think lesbians just give up sex for life?
I'm just gonna linger on that one for a moment.
Is she serious? How sheltered is she?
Noelle's so shocked that she doesn't speak for a while. Esther wipes sweat off her brow and points to a clearing in the dry grass.
That spot over there might look nice on film.
Isn't it a bit close to the ravine, though? There's a steep downhill slope right behind it.
So? Not like the tent's gonna teleport backwards after we nailed it down. Yeah, so unless a typhoon blows us over, I think we'll be fine.
All right, I see that I'm outnumbered. But don't say I didn't warn you. Min hears rustling behind her. She turns around and sees Akarsha making a leaf pile.
Wait, is she trying the exploding leaf thing?
Akarsha! That is not allowed! As Noelle chases off after Akarsha, Min and Esther lay out their tent in the spot they picked.
She's so friggin' anal. She's probably sexually attracted to laws. I bet she loses her mind whenever she sees jaywalkers. She does. It's like she thinks someone's gonna go, "Good job, Noelle. You're the best at following the rules," and give her a good gold star for it.
Min squints in confusion as the steps to set up the tent.
I can't picture this shit. Where do the poles go? They crisscross in the middle here, see? Here, just hold that in and stick it through the metal ring.
Like magic, the tent pops into the third dimension.
Holy shit, you're like a camping prodigy. I mean, all I did was follow the instructions, right? I just have to drive the stakes into the ground.
Min pounds each stake into the dirt with a large stone, enthralled that hitting something is actually constructive for once.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Meanwhile, Esther takes her sketchbook out of her backpack and starts writing in it.
So, what are you doing?
Esther stops, looking embarrassed.
I'm writing down what you said earlier as inspiration for my webcomic. Like character dialogue. Start doing this whenever something interesting happens so I can remember it later. Huh? What'd I say that was so interesting? You said I was a camping prodigy. Oh, prodigy. You know, instead of prodigy? What's so special about that? They're pretty much the same anyway. I know, I just thought it was a neat detail. Obviously, I'll only use it if you're okay with it, though. I mean, sure, I don't really care. What's it for again, a comic? Yep. What, like Garfield? Shit!
Woo! Now we have to ban you.
No, I'm banned from my own Discord server. All right, goodbye, everyone.
Huh? No, nothing like that. Still a work in progress, but basically it's about a bunch of teenagers who have the power to shift into alternate dimensions. It's kind of sci-fi-y, I guess. Oh, so like a superhero comic. No, there's no supervillains or anything. All their problems come from the way they use their own powers. Like while you're in the parallel universe, you're gone from your original universe, right? But what if you get tied up with something while there and can't come back? That would suck ass. I wouldn't get to see Dia or my friends anymore. Exactly. No one from the world you left behind would know why you disappeared, and you become a missing person there. I always get so stressed out about that when reading Narnia and time travel stories.
Noted isekai lover Esther.
Yeah. Although, inverse isekai writer.
Yep.
Has that been done?
What?
Oh, wait. The Rapture books.
What? What's the concept you're exploring here?
Inverse isekai.
Oh!
Everybody else gets isekai'd, and this is not from the perspective of the isekai world. And
Yeah.
the fucking Rapture books from that one guy.
That is Left Behind, isn't it?
Yeah, Left Behind. Left Behind is an inverse isekai.
I guess Why the Last Man might? Kind of?
Every time anyone says the name of it, I hear it as a question.
Oh.
And I just go, why not?
Never heard her talk this much before. Must really be hyped about her webcomic. Anyway, a lot of miscommunication happens between the characters because of issues like that. No offense, but I can't stand stories that revolve around misunderstandings. So frustrating when the whole problem is literally just people being bad at talking.
Stares directly at camera.
If you hurt someone, it should be on purpose. But those kinds of problems are the most realistic. In real life, people hurt each other by accident all the time. Like how? You know how before school became 93% Asian, used to have a football team? They died because Asians don't care about football, right? Same as the real baseball team. Yeah, no one would go to the games. Last-ditch effort to help them last year. Math teacher offered us 2 points of extra credit for coming to a football game. So I went to help my grade. As soon as I got home, my dad yelled at me for going to a game instead of studying. He didn't get that we had the exact same goal, me getting good grades. Oh, wait, what ethnicity are you? Huh? I'm black and Chinese. And your dad's the black one? Yeah, he is.
Oof.
All right. I'm reading the dialogue.
I didn't know black people cared about grades. That's, like, turbo racist of you to say?
Bewildered, Min completely misses the tent stake she was trying to hit.
Wait, huh? How's that racist? Why would you assume black people don't care about their grades? I didn't mean it as a diss or anything. I don't care about grades either. It's not like I was looking down on them. But why even bring my race into it like that? I was just asking a question. Didn't you bring up race first? You were talking about Asians. I'm Asian, so I'm allowed to say it. Yeah, sure, whatever. If I knew you'd be so fucking sensitive about it, I wouldn't have asked in the first place. Wow, so instead of saying sorry, you're just gonna insult me? What? Why the hell should I apologize? I'm not even trying to be offensive. It's not like I purposely called you the N-word or something.
Min, no.
No, Min.
Wow, thanks for not calling me the N-word. I'm just saying you're overreacting. There's real racist people out there who hate minorities, and you're calling me racist because I accidentally made one little mistake? It's not one little mistake. You say weird, ignorant stuff all the time. No, I don't. Like what? Like when you randomly told me my hair was flat? What was I even supposed to say to that? Yours too? Get a grip. That's not even real racism. You seriously trying to explain what racism is to me? A black and Chinese person? Look, I'm a minority too. I was finding it so dumb. You being Asian doesn't mean you're not racist. Worst racism I've ever seen was when I went to China. God, you're being so stupid.
Esther throws her steak down and storms off. Dumbfounded, Min just stands there with her heart racing a mile a minute.
How did it blow up like this? I wasn't even trying to start something. Shit, did anyone else hear us fighting?
Min nervously looks around, paranoid that her friends heard what happened.
It's hard to tell if they did.
Min frantically hammers the last steak in place, her stomach churning with a mixture of shame and panic. She hears footsteps behind her and nearly has a heart attack when she turns to see Krista walking over.
Oh, fuck! What if Esther told Krista I'm racist against black people? She's black, too. I don't want her to hate me. She might even kick me off the team.
Need any help with the tent?
I'm good.
I guess you could say it's not tent to be.
I should be extra careful not to offend her. Great joke.
Thank you. I feel like not enough people appreciate my puns.
I like Krista energy, very understated, but always coming out, always thinking about the next pun.
Yeah.
Oh no! This game is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm just imagining what kind of plot gets all of these costumes to make sense together. Like, they found the costumes first and are like, let's write the story around this. We've got the reporter, we've got the wolf maid, we've got the trench coat, we've got
Wolf maid, is that a thing already? No, dragon maid is what I'm thinking of.
it's got to be a thing already.
It's gotta have been a thing already. Having donned her reporter costume, Noelle returns to place a sleeping bag inside the tent. Min, it's your turn to get changed. Where did Esther go? We were about to start shooting.
I can't tell her Esther left because she thinks I'm racist. She just randomly walked off.
What? How come?
Who knows? She's so weird.
The park's restroom, Min quickly changes into her evil hunter getup.
We sweating buckets wearing all this in this weather. Thank God they couldn't find the hat or it would have been even worse.
Let's see her. Dia perks up when Min. Wait! Is that the cat from Twooey?
It totally looks like the
Is
cat
that
from
the?
Twooey.
Hold on, I need to see if whether or not that's the cat from Twooey.
It's
It
the cat from
absolutely that
Twooey.
is Mr. Mew. That is 100% Mr. Mew.
That's wonderful.
Oh, delightful. Delightful. Dia perks up when Min rejoins the group.
You look cool.
Wait, is the rest of her outfit also? I kind of forget what Shiki looks like in her actual appearance. Let me.
Oh my God.
That is just Shiki cosplay.
It's just Shiki
It's just Shiki.
cosplay.
Oh, I was like, wait, hold on. The rest of the outfit is too specific. Right? It is literally Shiki. Oh my God, that's wonderful. Which actually makes sense because World Ends With You came out in like 07.
Are the other outfits all references?
That's a great question. Now I gotta wonder.
Oh,
I didn't
bet
recognize
they are. I bet they are.
The reporter outfit Noelle had on was definitely a specific one, but I whatever it is, I didn't.
Yeah.
It's not one I would recognize
This
offhand.
is gonna bug me. Sound off in the comments about all the shit we didn't recognize.
Oh, that's so cute.
You should get a coat like that for real.
Normally this would send Min over the moon, but they even said it was cosplay stuff.
Yeah.
So normally this would send Min over the moon, but she feels so sick to her stomach she can't properly appreciate it.
Thanks. It's me, your racist girlfriend. She definitely wouldn't want to be with me anymore if she's found out I was racist.
Do I look okay?
You look so cute in glasses. This character from something kind of gives off the nerdy animal lover energy.
No idea. Esther, I like your hair.
Huh? Oh, thanks.
Bun buddies.
Pun buddies. Bundy's? Bundy's nuts?
Got him.
I don't think D's nuts jokes were quite in vogue around that time. Because that's been kind of a modern, a more modern, like they were like a thing, but like they weren't as popular to throw off as they are now. They began shooting the first scene in front of some trees. What is the monogram on? Is that like a M? Also, I love that you got to play microphone.
Yeah.
This is the Channel 2 News reporting from Boise, Idaho. Environmentalists have been in an uproar ever since the Obama administration approved the delisting of gray wolves from the endangered species list. Even replaying the conversation in her mind is getting Min worked up again.
Can't believe Esther had the nerve to call me racist. When we were in Florida, kids used to call me and my brother words and tried to beat us up. Why would I be racist when I hate racists more than anyone? It doesn't make sense. Wasn't even trying to insult her. Like, good luck getting through life getting offended by every tiny thing you see.
Min.
Right? Are my standards just totally messed up or something?
Min stops on a random twig and crushes it into tiny pieces beneath her combat boots.
What's wrong?
Ugh, I'm just having a weird day. Do you think I'm racist?
What? No.
How come?
You're good to me and curious about other cultures. Why?
No reason, just checking.
Okay, we got it. Let's move on to the next shot.
Too bad we can't get a full view of Min's outfit. They said it had a long coat, though.
Yeah, I gotta wonder which long coat
I'm gonna
character.
take a guess. Because this is circa 08, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's the hunter. And this is a cosplay look, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be Nathan Fillion's character from Firefly.
Yeah?
I think.
From the anime cosplay pile.
Oh, it's the anime cosplay pile, right? Never mind, you're right. I didn't think of it. Well, I mean, Tui isn't anime. Tui's a video game.
It's adjacent.
Okay. It wasn't an anime until like 2 years ago, a year or two ago, right? Which is kind of weird. Dia goes over to stand in front of the camera. Ma'am, can you please introduce yourself?
I'm an environmentalist with a degree in wildlife ecology. My research has led me to believe that... Bro, can you speak up a little?
After a few takes, they manage to capture a halfway audible clip of Dia talking. They move on to the next scene. Soon it's time for the evil hunter's interview. Min reviews her lines before getting into place.
Okay, I'm set up. Action.
Next, I'm interviewing a hunter who's camped out in the Idaho wilderness. Hello there. How do you feel about the removal of gray wolves from the endangered species list?
Esther could straight up ruin my whole life if she said something right now.
Yes?
Give me a minute. I just woke up.
It's the afternoon.
The sleeping bag I was sleeping on was full of rocks. Anyway, I feel ecstatic about the delisting. I can't wait to kill tons of wolves.
Hold up. Cut. You skipped a line.
What line?
Part about how the delisting removed protections for wolves from hunters.
All right, my bad.
Hello there. How do you feel about the removal of gray wolves from the endangered species list?
I feel ecstatic. Delisting removed protection for wolves in Idaho and,
Sweating profusely, Min tries to focus and remember her line. Ma'am? Hello?
Don't call me ma'am.
What? Why not?
I don't like it. I'm not a woman or something.
Are we talking about your character or in real life?
Cut. Come on. Don't break the fourth wall.
After Min botches their 10th try, Noelle looks about ready to explode. Are you even trying right now? We're going to be stuck here all day because of you.
Shut up. I am too trying.
Why don't we take a little break? It'll probably help us all reset. Yeah, let's go stare at the lake or something.
Why does Krista look so menacing? Yeah, let's go stare at a lake.
Just eyes that pierce directly through my soul. Cat ears to throw me off guard so I can't defend against the truth vision. We can hide all our backpacks and stuff in the tent. I guess it can't hurt.
The group trudges over to the lake. Dia sits down with Min by the water's edge. We should probably study our lines, huh?
Perhaps so.
Min rereads the script. When she reaches the end of the package, she flips it over to make sure there's nothing on the back. To her horror, the backside is covered with a dense array of numbers and numerical operations.
The heck is this? It looks like a serial killer wrote it.
Oh, it's just a puzzle I made up. Using the digits 1, 2, 5, and 7, only once each, you create expressions using any operations that result in each integer from 0 to 100.
What in the actual hell possess you to do that?
It's called curiosity. When I look at a clock, I like to make numbers do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I look at a clock, it's because I want to know what time it is. God, you're fucked in the head.
Did you ever get in trouble in math class for doing different math because the math you were supposed to do was too boring?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh, I hate nature lakes like this.
Why? It's nice here.
I don't know, it just reminds me of shit that happened to me in Florida.
What happened?
I mean, it's pretty much the same as the other stories I told you. I was on a field trip that got ruined by racists. All places like this are cursed.
What did you mean earlier about not being a woman? Do you mean age-wise?
Oh, no, it's just hard to explain. Never really told this to anyone before. It's probably going to be confusing.
That's okay.
I don't really like being thought of as a girl. And I'm not 100% removed from it, if that makes sense. Being called a woman or a lady is way worse, like disgusting. I definitely want strangers seeing me to think like, oh, that's a woman.
What do you want them to think?
I don't know. Still figuring that part out.
Dia tilts her head, perplexed.
Don't get me wrong, girl's my favorite gender. Like, you're a girl, and you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. I just don't feel any connection to being a girl in a really specific situations.
No, I know. Sorry, just trying to wrap my head around it. Can I still call you my girlfriend?
Yeah, I like being your girlfriend, though. I like being lesbian. It's not that I'm not into the being a girl part, but I super relate hard with the no interest in men part. It's more like stuff being called like ma'am or Mrs. that really skeeves me out. I don't know. It doesn't make that much sense. Like, gender's not real in the first place, so.
No, it makes sense. Feel like I already knew that before you said it.
You're okay with it?
To Min's relief, Dia nods.
It's very you. It's kind of cool. You're like a gender outlaw.
Haha, yeah, that's me. So lucky to have the sweetest, kindest, purest girlfriend in the world who has to be protected at all costs. Definitely can't let her find out about the racist thing.
Gonna keep putting it off? Gonna keep putting it off, Min? Min continues watching the clear, rippling water. All of a sudden, Noelle yelps and turns indignantly to Akarsha. Did you just throw a rock at me?
Nope. Maybe it was the water?
The water threw a rock at me.
It was just a little pebble, right? I bet the waves could have picked it up.
She definitely threw the rock at her.
Chris sighs from the bench she and Liz are sitting on.
Why is it that wherever we go, we end up babysitting people? Do you think it's firstborn child syndrome? You might be onto something. My siblings are pretty immature, so it's usually up to me to make sure the house doesn't burn down. What if we started acting really immature too? Then someone else will be forced to pick up the slack. How do you propose we do that? I don't know, maybe we should just start talking with no filter. Instead of thinking about what we say, we just say whatever pops into our minds first. Very interesting.
Esther is sitting with Grace and Saida on a nearby log.
Should I try to talk to her? I might piss her off even worse. I probably shouldn't.
I wish my hair would go prematurely gray. Having white hair would be so cool.
Yeah, me too.
Even though no one else would see it?
That's not true. I can show my hair to my family and other girls.
It's true. She used to charge other girls $20 to see her hair in the girls' bathroom.
How'd you know? Did you pay to see it?
Yep.
If you're interested, Esther, I'll let you see it for a special discount of $10.
I'll pass.
You sure? Limited time offer.
What a brilliant grind set. What a great hustle. Perfect. This kid's gonna go far. Why is it limited time? Your hair is always gonna be there.
For all you know, I could be dyeing it a crazy new color every day. It could be blue, purple, pink, and you'd never know unless you check.
Oh crap, maybe I should pay to see it again.
You're seriously falling for that?
After the brief break, the group gets back to filming. No!
Take 11, action.
Hello, how do you feel about the removal of gray wolves from the endangered species list?
I feel ecstatic. The delisting removed protections for wolves in Idaho and Montana. Now it's legal for me to hunt them, and I can't wait to kill tons of wolves.
When they finally get through the whole scene, Dia rewards Min with a quick peck on the cheek.
Good job.
Well, sweaty and nasty right now. You don't have to do that.
You're not nasty. I don't mind it.
Noelle grumbles as she sits next to a Karsh at the picnic table and takes a sip of water. Still can't believe you threw a rock at my face.
Hey, that is a gross exaggeration.
Wait, so you admit it was you who threw it now?
First of all, I lobbed it. Second of all, I lobbed it at her neck, not her face.
Well, it hit my face.
Intent matters here. You're making it sound way worse than it really was.
Yeah, intent does matter. I didn't mean to hurt Esther's feelings either.
Min uneasily glances over at Esther. She's reviewing the footage on the camcorder.
Wish the whole thing never happened. Okay, we're good to start the Wolf family interview.
Yes! I call being the wolf mom. Wait, I wanted to be the mommy too. Well, I definitely don't want to be the dad.
It can be two moms, adopted. Wolf mom and wolf mom number 2.
Wolf mom number 2 definitely sounds like the inferior one, though. There's gotta be a way to make them sound equal. Like how there's always 2 versions of Pokemon, like Diamond and Pearl.
Does this really matter?
Hey, this is the scene where I kill a Karsa, right? Aren't I supposed to have a gun?
Oh, I brought a Nerf gun you can use. It's in the tent with the other stuff.
All right, I'll go get it.
Min rummages through the duffel bag of costumes in search of the Nerf gun. Wait, Minsa, is the microphone in there too?
I don't know. Look for it yourself.
Noelle sneezes as she steps into the dusty tent.
Shut up.
Shut up! Noelle joins Min by the duffel bag. Suddenly, Noelle frowns at her.
What, you got a problem or something?
For one heart-stopping moment, Min is sure that she's been exposed as a racist somehow, but she soon realizes that Noelle is just glaring at the dirt that she tracked into the tent. You wore your boots inside? You're getting dirt everywhere.
Oh, that's it? Barely anything.
You got a leaf on a sleeping bag already, see?
So brush it off. Who cares?
I care. You were the one responsible, so you should be the one to brush it off.
It's just one fucking leaf. Stop splitting hairs over nothing.
You are the one being difficult here. Just apologize and get the leaf off.
You really want me to get that leaf off? Take this.
Min grabs one end of the bag and sleeping bag and swings it at Noelle. It whaps Noelle in the torso. Hey, I'm telling on you.
Go ahead and try it, turbo nerd.
Noelle seizes a handful of the sleeping bags and Min tries to land another blow. You gormless brute!
The fuck you mean I'm wormless? Take that back.
Gorm? What the fuck does that word mean? I've never heard of this word. Lacking sense or initiative. Foolish. I learned a word today. Min yanks on the sleeping bag hard. It slips from Noelle's grasp, sending Min hurtling backwards.
Whoa!
Min loses her balance completely and falls backwards into the wall of the tent. She hits the ground butt first, pinning the fabric of the tent down with her weight. The tent collapses, blanketing its occupants in nylon. Min feels herself sliding backwards down a slope. The tent is rolling down the hill! Min and Noelle blindly tumble down the hill with their limbs wrapped in tent, screaming all the way.
Ah!
Eventually, they crash into a large bush at the bottom of the ravine. Min crawls out of the tangled mess, spitting dirt and twigs out of her mouth. Oh, how I despise you. Noelle gathers the tent into her arms and tries to trudge back up to the park in her socks.
What happened to your shoes?
I took them off before coming into the tent, like a civilized person.
See, this is why keeping them on is better. I win.
No, you don't. This situation would never arise under normal circumstances.
Go much faster I'm walking than you. See? Loser.
Min walks back and sees how far behind Noelle is.
She looks pretty pathetic dragging the tent through the dirt.
Min reluctantly goes back and yanks the tent away from her. What's the matter with you today?
What?
Generally speaking, you strike me as someone who can't take criticism, but you haven't blown up on me like this for months. Something happened between you and Esther?
What? No, why?
During our scene, you kept eyeing her like she was going to bite you.
Oh hell, if even fucking Noelle can tell, that must have well be wearing a neon sign around saying what happened. We sort of got in a fight. Got offended by something I said.
Well, what did you say?
I don't even want to say it. It's so fucking embarrassing. I was kind of like, I didn't know black people cared about grades.
What? Why?
I don't know, none of my classes ever had black people in them. I felt I was learning something new from the story she was telling me, just trying to express that.
So you decided to tell her. You held a bigoted belief that only changed after a random anecdote she shared?
I wasn't thinking, okay? It was easy to pick apart now in hindsight, but the whole thing happened in like 5 seconds. Didn't even have anything against her, or black people in general. Come on, you know me. When I hate someone, I let them know.
Yes, I am well aware of that.
So it should have been obvious I didn't mean anything bad by it. When people do Asian accents or say weird stuff about Koreans, I don't flip out.
You don't? The time we were walking around and got konnichiwa'd, you were furious.
I was coming from some white creep. It was clearly hateful. Just a joke or something worded insensibly doesn't actually mean the person... It doesn't always mean the person actually hates Asians, right?
I'm not sure I follow your logic here. Saying that as long as something is not intentionally hateful racism, it doesn't bother you?
Yeah, it doesn't, because I'm not a sensitive crybaby.
But if you had a choice, wouldn't you rather they not say those things?
Well, duh, if you could press a button and magically no one ever said that stuff again, that'd be cool.
Then it does bother you.
Okay, yeah, maybe it would bother me a little, but I wouldn't make a huge stink about it.
If it bothers you, doesn't it make sense to complain about it?
If I were some weak-ass sissy, sure, but I'm not, so I don't sweat that kind of small stuff.
But we just established that you are bothered by it. You just deny it because in your eyes, it's weakness to admit that you're hurt. Because of the whole tough guy act you've got going on. Noelle's got this insufferably smug expression on her face, like she's just discovered a misprint in an exam that no one else has found yet. I think I understand now.
Understand what? You weren't even there.
You think Esther's overreacting because in similar situations you would do nothing. When she told you your response was racist, you became enraged by her audacity to complain about things that you suffered through in silence. Admitting that you generally hurt your feelings would require the admission that you've been hurt before too. And your fragile ego cannot allow that.
Photo friend? Shit. Maybe she's onto something.
In conclusion, Esther's right, you're wrong, and you're racist.
Oh, this sucks so bad.
Covered in dirt and twigs, Min struggles to put the tent back up.
Are you okay?
I didn't say it this time. Not really. I feel like absolute dog shit.
Oh no.
I just want to hide what I did. I want to dig a hole and bury the terrible truth when no one will ever find it.
What happened?
I don't really want to talk about it.
At a loss for how to handle the situation, Dia quietly helps her pitch the tent.
Oh no.
Huh?
Look.
Dia points to a malformed-looking butterfly clinging to the tent fabric.
Oh, you. What's wrong with its wing? It's all crinkled.
Think it's stuck like that. That's so sad. Maybe it's because of the false spring.
False spring?
It's when it's super warm, but it's still winter. It messes up a lot of animals because they think it's spring when it's not. Maybe the weird environment messed it up while it was forming.
Dia tries to get the deformed butterfly to crawl onto a twig. It's hard to watch.
Is that what I'm like? Because I grew up with racists and got taught the world's worst lessons ever? I feel like I went through hell and came out the other side in the most monumentally fucked shape.
What do you mean?
Dia, you wouldn't ever break up with me, right?
No?
What if I did something bad? I mean, like really bad.
What did you do?
Are you sure you wouldn't break up with me, though?
What did you do?
Min tells Dia what happened, bracing herself for the worst.
And that's why Esther's mad at me.
That wasn't very nice of you. Sounds like something racist my mom would say.
Yeah, I know.
Poor Esther. Her comic sounds cool, too.
Do you hate me now?
I mean, it was bad, but at least you realize it. Everyone makes mistakes.
Not everyone makes racist mistakes, though.
But it's not like people are born knowing things either. Everyone has blind spots.
How come you've never offended someone like I did then?
I don't talk to people very much, so most of the mistakes just happen in my mind.
Well, then how come Noelle doesn't offend people?
I mean, she was pretty ignorant about gay people before we started dating. When people said the narrator of The Great Gatsby was gay in our English class, she got all scandalized and argued against it. She kept insisting there had to be another explanation, but I think she was just grossed out by the thought of it.
It's not as bad as insulting someone's entire race, though.
Not trying to say she messed up worse. My point is she got better about it. She wouldn't do that anymore. So I don't hold it against her. Just because you were ignorant about something doesn't mean you're bad forever.
I don't know. It doesn't undo the fact I was racist to Esther already, and now she hates me.
Did you say sorry?
No.
She might not forgive you, but you should at least tell her.
Min feels such anguish upon hearing Dia's suggestion that it takes her a moment to sputter something out.
But no one ever apologized to me.
To Min's horror, her eyes fill up with tears.
So many people did way worse things to me, and they never said sorry. None of my racist bullies ever said sorry. My dad never said sorry. Why is it only me who has to say sorry when what I did wasn't even as bad? It's not fair.
Dia pulls her into her arms and hugs her very tightly, as if trying to squeeze all the grief out of her body. Min leans into her for warmth, letting her familiar touch and the steady rhythm of her heartbeat calm her down.
What happened to you wasn't fair, but that doesn't mean you should be unfair too, or you'll just continue the cycle. You can apologize even if they don't.
But it's not fair. I want them to suffer. I want them to die. If I just forget about them, that means they got away with everything. That means they won and I lost.
But isn't it losing worse to let people you hate keep controlling your life? It's like that saying, if you seek revenge, dig 2 graves.
What? I'm gonna kill way more than 2 people. That's not enough.
Is it worth it to hurt yourself in the name of fairness?
Is that what I'm doing? Crashing the car just to get back at them?
The 2 graves are you and the person you got revenge on, by the way. Not 2 different people you killed.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I got that. You're right. Why should I let those pieces of shit keep controlling me even years later? Nothing that did matter. That'll show them.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Min dashes off and finds Esther setting up to the next scene.
What took you so long? Everyone's ready to do the wolf death scene. Can we talk first?
Esther gives her a guarded look.
That depends.
I'm sorry I was an asshole earlier. Shouldn't have said that racist stuff about black people and the weird stuff about your hair.
Yeah, you shouldn't have.
You're right. I should have known better. I know much it sucks looking different from everyone else. Esther lets out a sigh, looking exhausted.
You'd think people would know, but they just don't. It's like being kicked on both sides. Go through all the same stuff as everyone else at the school, but no one sees me as one of them. One thinks because I'm not pure Asian, I'm not as smart or I don't study as much.
Don't worry, I don't think that. I learned my lesson. I'm not racist anymore.
Yeah, you are.
Huh?
You're literally still racist. All you did was apologize for one specific thing.
What else am I supposed to do then?
Try to educate yourself and not say random crap about other ethnicities. And say sorry the next time you're racist instead of being all rude and defensive.
Next time like it's gonna happen again.
Honestly, it probably will.
So you're saying I'm always gonna be racist no matter what I do? Min looks so horrified that Esther gives her a pitying look.
I mean, literally everyone on Earth is ignorant to some degree about something.
For my webcomic, I tried to research albinos and double amputees the best I could, but I'm still not sure I portrayed everything right. Double amputee? What the fuck is going on in a comic?
No one's perfect. You're gonna do your best to learn from your mistakes.
Oh. Okay. But I hate thinking I'm gonna make a different mistake at some point and need to apologize again. It's fucking mortifying.
I mean, it shouldn't be mortifying to admit you were wrong about something.
I guess it shouldn't be, yeah.
Hey, are we ready to party?
Yeah, let's do it.
We good for now?
I guess. Can I still use the prodigy thing you said earlier?
Huh? Yeah, knock yourself out. How is it that I accidentally got, in our divvying up of the characters, I accidentally got
Everyone
every
who
single
talks in
relevant
this
character
thing.
in this entire scene here?
Yeah.
Min hides behind a tree with her Nerf gun, waiting for her cue. And how has your pack helped rebalance the ecosystem here?
We prevent the elk population from exploding and overgrazing. I'm Wolf Mom Leaf Green.
Because they're named after the Pokemon versions.
Before we were reintroduced, many biologists were concerned about eroding and plants dying off. Unfortunately, many ranchers and hunters don't understand this.
In fact, the state of Idaho is planning to kill hundreds of wolves this winter.
It's where we always screw up and have to start over. Every time Akarsa makes eye contact with Kristen, she starts laughing.
Well, Mom, Leaf Green, I'm scared. Are we gonna die?
Holy shit, she finally did it.
Goo goo gaga.
Noelle's eye twitches as she recites her next line. Who is this adorable thing?
This is our wolf puppy. Normally mated pairs produce a litter per year, but we adopted her. We love her so much. I'm only 4 months old.
Die! Min leaps up from behind the tree and shoots a flurry of Nerf pellets at Akarsha.
No, I only kill a very small number of cattle per year.
Great job, Akarsha. Akarsha goes down and Min continues shooting her ass with the Nerf gun.
No, our innocent little puppy.
I'll be back to kill the rest of you. Min runs off screen, leaving Krissa and Liz crying very unconvincingly over Akarsha's body.
How could this happen? If only we were still on the endangered species list.
Noelle turned solemnly to the camera. Today I learned that delisting gray wolves from the endangered species list would have very devastating consequences.
And that's a wrap.
Finally! We have been here for 6 hours.
And we may just produce the worst video ever.
Relieved to be back in her regular clothes, Min looks around. So, we never got a full shot of Min.
God damn it.
So we'll never know.
We'll never know. It's a secret.
Ah! Seems like people are packing up. Krissa and Liz are staring at the decimated tree stump.
What happened to this? It looks like a cannonball hit it.
Next image is going to be Dia just standing silently and proudly.
Beats me.
Should probably keep my mouth shut.
Well, I suppose it's not our problem. Speaking of problems, what did you think of your afternoon as an irresponsible person? That was even more tiring than being responsible. Did you see them knock the tent down the hill? Yeah, I just ignored it. Me too. We probably could have finished a couple hours ago if we'd just wrangled them like we normally do. Yep, man, I thought I was really onto something.
Min turns to walk away, but to her surprise, she hears footsteps running up behind her.
Wait, Min.
Min stops to let her catch up.
Yo, what?
I couldn't help but overhear some of what you were saying to Dia at the lake.
Liz scribbles something on a scrap of paper and hands it to Min like a doctor giving a prescription.
You need to go on the internet.
The internet?
Min scrutinizes the scrap of paper. It says genderfork.com.
It's a blog you might like.
How the hell do you know what I like?
I'm trans.
But
I mean, not that being genderqueer is necessarily the same as being trans. But I'm here if you'd ever like to talk. Have fun.
Liz pats Min on the head and leaves her standing there, clutching the little scrap of paper in absolute shock.
I guess I should look that up when I get home.
It's writing on hand. What is trans?
All right, so they're like trains that run mostly in cities.
Oh.
Oh, non-binary Min arc?
Yeah.
The tent flap is already open. Min climbs inside. To her surprise, Akarsha's already there.
Shh. Look.
She points to Noelle, who's sound asleep on the sleeping bag.
Damn, she must have been pretty tired just to conk out like this.
Listen, I have the biggest brain in the world.
Akarsha gleefully lies down on the ground next to Noelle.
Help me braid our hair together.
I have short hair, dipshit. Do I look like I know how to braid hair?
Can't do it myself. It's too hard when I'm lying down like this. Come on, pretty please.
God, when you talk like that, I just want to smash your head with a rock. Min crawls over and grabs a lock of Akarsha's and Noelle's hair in each hand.
It's easy. You just gotta split it into 3 strands and alternate which one goes on top.
Yeah, like this?
Confused, Min just randomly twists their hair together. The instant she lets go, the braid loosens and unravels.
Shit!
Noelle scowls in her sleep as Min tries again. Akarsha! Akarsha and Min freeze, but Noelle just turns onto her side, mumbling to herself. Just because it's suitable for all large primates doesn't mean you should eat it.
Hell is she dreaming about?
Esther sticks her head in the tent.
Can you hand me my backpack? Wait, what are you guys doing?
Psst, help.
Esther, do you know how to braid hair?
Esther assesses the situation for a moment before shrugging.
Yeah, okay, why not?
Thank you.
After a few minutes, Esther manages to weave Akarsha and Noelle's hair into one giant messy braid.
You did it! I wonder when she's gonna realize.
Noelle stirs on the sleeping bag. Her head gets jerked back by her hair, which now bound to Akarsha's. She blearily rubs her eyes.
Bonjour.
Noelle bolts upright, screaming. Ah!
What's wrong, Frenchman? Bad hair day?
Akarsha! Why? Get me out of here!
Whoa, calm down.
Calm down, you literally attacked me in my sleep!
I mean, you could just unbraid it. It's not that bad.
Yeah, tons of people in the world have it way worse than you. Shut up! Shut up! I hate all of you! She surges toward Esther and Min with an order that can only be described as murderous. Akarsha calmly lies back down, dragging Noelle down with her. Ah!
I'll hold her back. Run.
Nice knowing you. Bye.
Bro, I will never forget your sacrifice. Esther and Min make their escape. Inside the tent, there's a muffled scream followed by a crash. The tent stakes pop out of the ground as the tent rolls over and goes tumbling down the hill again.
Ah!
Again?
There it goes.
Min and Esther peer down at the bottom of the hill where Noelle, Akarsha, and the tent have landed in a tangled heap.
Noelle has big Edgeworth energy.
She does. She does!
I hadn't played Phoenix right before the first butterfly soup, had I?
No, you hadn't. Now you have.
Now I see.
Suddenly, something dawns on Esther and she straightens up, her eyes shining.
I could use this. My comic totally fixes the part I was stuck on.
The hell kind of story you're writing where you can even use this? Some kind of camping disaster?
You don't understand. It's perfect. I gotta write it down.
Is your sketchbook and everything down there, though? Inside your backpack?
Crap, you're right.
Guess I'll go grab it. Esther sighs and heads down the hill to retrieve her things. Really don't get it, but good for her. Grace is trying to squeeze the costumes back into her bag.
Hey, Min, do you know if your brother's single?
Oh, great.
Do you think you could introduce us?
I mean, I'm not sure he even likes girls.
Oh, darn.
What exactly do you like about him?
He's so cute. He looks kind of like G-Dragon.
Do you like my brother just because he's Korean?
What?
Can you chill out a bit with the whole Korea thing?
Sorry, I just get so excited about K-pop.
Liking K-pop is fine, but just, like, be normal about it.
Sorry.
You don't have to keep apologizing. It's annoying. As long as you get it.
Okay, yeah. I'll be normal now.
And then Grace was normal forever on. Dia is watching the water. When Min joins her, Dia tilts her head at her.
You said this place was cursed, right?
Ah, I miss Dia's cosplay. Min sighs and wraps her arms around Dia's waist. Yeah. Dia rests her forehead against Min's, her long lashes tickling Min's skin as she blinks.
What if we uncursed it?
How?
By making new memories together.
Dia hugs her tighter, squishing Min's face directly into her chest. Ho 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 ho! It's so soft.
I love you.
Min's mind is in such a state of disarray that it takes her a second to process what Dia is saying. In a Herculean feat of self-control, she manages to stop rubbing her face against Dia's chest and meet her gaze. Wait, do you know what that means? Dia nods, her cheeks tinkle pink.
It was in a lot of the K-pop songs that Grace played. So I asked her and found out what it really meant.
I'm sorry I lied to you.
No, it makes me happy you wanted me to say that. Because I do. Love you.
Even now that you know what an asshole I am?
You think I didn't know that before?
I guess I always was hitting and threatening people. Then why do you still like me?
Because you're also really brave and resilient and cool. I feel like the world tries to make people into certain shapes. But you fight it on purpose. You try as hard as you can. And I think that's amazing. And subconsciously, I think I understood.
Understood what?
You're always telling me you'll protect me and kill the people who hurt me because you wish someone did that for you.
Min is stunned, speechless. Feels like a curtain was suddenly pulled back on something shameful and hidden, exposing it to the blazing sun. But Dia doesn't flinch away, just gazes into her eyes.
I love you.
Blinking hard, Min smiles back at her. I love you too. Teach me how to say it?
I love you.
Man, that is a mouthful. Non unai katalikiran?
I love you.
I love you. Aw, yeah. Wait, Noelle's right. I kept forgetting that we have, because the first arc was about her, but she wasn't the POV.
Yeah, it was Karsha's arc was the first one.
Yeah. The first phrase is mirror. Noel copies down the unfamiliar characters on the board, stroke by stroke. What did it look like again? Oh.
What just happened?
I went back to cheat.
Wow.
And then I got punished for cheating.
Wow. How could you?
How could easily? Okay. Cool.
Okay.
I believe it was
The third one.
this one here.
I think.
Noel writes it down, then checks it against the words on the board. I got it right. Now for the next one. The next phrase is admit. Okay.
Okay.
Should already know recognize. This one's meaning is to bear or to carry. Be easier if Chinese words use an alphabet like most languages. Infuriates me how you can't tell a Chinese character is pronounced by the way it looks. Forced to learn every single word twice, how it sounds and what it looks like. It's wildly inefficient. A couple hours into the lesson, a kid toward the back of the room raises his hand.
Teacher, how many Chinese characters are there?
At least 80,000. 80,000? Don't worry, most educated people only know about 8,000. 8,000 is still a mind-boggling number. After school, Noelle does her weekly packet of Chinese homework at the kitchen table. I spent every Saturday since kindergarten tediously memorizing a few characters at a time, but it's barely even made a dent. After all these years, I still can't even read a book or the newspaper. This face it'll be hard to imagine I'll ever be able to.
Noel, what is this?
Noelle looks up to see her mom holding the sample packet of pads and tampons she got from the school. That's from the sex ed talk we had in class. The girls received a presentation about menstruation.
The school gave you this. Using a tampon is the same as having sex.
That's not what the teacher giving the talk said. Just a tool for absorbing blood.
No, you'll be able to feel it the whole time, and it goes into...
Her mom can't even bear to say it.
It's the same as having sex with a man.
The woman giving the talk said plenty of girls use it.
American girls get their periods so easily because they're thinking sexual thoughts at a young age. It's not natural. You shouldn't be thinking about these things until you're married.
Throwing away the immoral tampons, her mom goes off to the living room to watch a Chinese variety show. It's hard growing up trusting very little of your parents' judgment. No one doesn't believe in mental illness and yet genuinely believes in superstitions like auspicious dates, and no amount of proof or argument can sway her. Is Chinese society just decades behind the West? I've yet to meet a white person whose mind works this way. Noelle glances over at the show her mom is watching. Colorful words and cartoons fly across the screen as cheesy sound effects play. So tacky.
Oh, right.
One of those shows where they interview a panel of foreigners who can barely speak Mandarin. Noelle cringes as silly boing noises are overlaid over the host's jokes. They're just laughing at the foreigners not understanding the questions they've been asked. Why is this popular? It's so juvenile and embarrassing. I feel like I'm losing brain cells just as I listen to this. Disgusted, Noelle turns to scrutinizing the impenetrable paragraph of Chinese she's supposed to be analyzing for homework. What am I even going to use Chinese for? Watching drivel like that? No interest in the backwards culture that produced my pathetic, narrow-minded parents. When a commercial break comes on, she throws down her pencil. I want to quit Chinese school. Her mom whirls around from the couch, alarmed.
What? Why?
I hate it. It always takes up my entire Saturday. They assign so much homework every week on top of the regular homework I get from school. Noelle's dad looks up disapprovingly from the newspaper he's reading.
Well, you can't quit. What kind of Chinese person can't even speak Chinese? We'll lose face if you don't learn. Other people will think we're bad parents.
Why does it matter what other people think? I'm the one whose limited time is being sucked away by it. My opinion should be the one that matters the most.
No, you have to listen to your parents. It's for your own good. You're too young to understand.
Almost nothing drives Noelle up a wall more than being told she's not old enough to understand something. Stop treating me like a feeble-minded kid. I read at a college level already.
It doesn't matter. You don't have the life experience yet. Some things you can only know from being as old as your parents are.
What, so just because you're older than me, you're automatically smarter than I am?
Yes.
I don't accept that.
It's your culture. You can't just throw it away.
Yeah, I can. It's poorly constructed, archaic language.
That's not true. If it's so bad, how come it's worked for thousands of years? You should take more pride in your culture.
What is there to be proud of? I'm stuck learning the worst, most pointlessly complicated language in the world. Exasperated, Noelle's parents exchange a look.
You're still going to Chinese school. We already paid for your classes this year.
Can I quit at the end of the year then?
If you still feel this way by the end of the year, fine. You can quit.
I can?
Huh? No, she can't. Think about it. If she goes to Chinese school with that kind of attitude, she won't learn anything anyway. It's impossible to teach someone who doesn't want to be educated. We might as well at least save money.
Yes, the end of the year is pretty far away, but at least the end is in sight now. Quitting Chinese school will significantly free up my schedule. I can probably read a few more books every week. It'll be so worth it. When I'm older, I'll be thankful that I quit. Noelle is so elated, she doesn't even mind being dragged along to 99 Ranch with her mom. A trip she normally gripes is a waste of time. They browse the fishball aisle. Her mom's Nokia rings. She quickly brings it to her ear.
Hello?
There's a pause and her mom's face falls. What is it?
Ma passed away.
Oh. I know it should be sad, but I haven't seen my grandmother for years. Never had a real conversation with her before. It's like being told a stranger died. Noelle isn't allowed to close her bedroom door, so she's on high alert as she uses the computer. Sounds like my mother's busy washing vegetables in the kitchen. Here's my chance. I love her snake, though.
Yeah, that's a good snake.
Noelle quickly searches homosexuality on Wikipedia. I skimmed this page once as research after Akarsha started insisting Dia and Min-So were romantically involved. But I'm positive there was no mention of it being possible for two women to have sexual relations. I would have remembered that. How are we going about this?
Click the lesbian hyperlink.
Noelle scrolls to the page. Most of this page just details historical lesbian relationships. They live such tragic, tortured lives. I hope Dia knows what she signed up for.
Before the late 19th century, the word lesbian referred to any derivative or aspect of lesbos, including a type of wine. In 1890, however, the term was used in a medical dictionary as an adjective to describe tribadism, as lesbian love, sexual gratification of two women by simulating intercourse.
What on earth is tribadism? Is this the finger thing Min-So was referring to? Oh no!
Oh no!
All right.
Learning curve. Learning curve.
I didn't realize we were going to get to join on the learning curve here. All right. The page opens. At the top, there's a simple illustration of two naked women scissoring. The expressions in this game are so on point. What is this? This is so risque. Noelle breaks into a feverish sweat as she reads the page as quickly as possible. Then in a panic, Noelle closes the tab, erases her web history, and shuts the computer down. Min-So was right. I can't believe it. Should such erotic content be allowed on Wikipedia? Anyone could read that. I must destroy all evidence I have visited that page. Should I uninstall the browser, delete my user profile, perhaps set the computer on fire for good measure? It's better not awaken anything in me. Don't tell me the reason she's been oblivious to Akarsha this whole time is just because she... Wait, what? This better not awaken anything. Yeah. Where did that originate?
I first got that line stuck in my head from Community.
Right. Noelle jumps in her chair when she receives a text.
Is it just me, or does King DDD look kind of sexy in this drawing?
Most popular deviation submitted to yeah. Rainy Forest and fan art. Oh, that's cute Kirby art.
Anyone else? Hello? Anyone care to raise a hand?
You're insane.
Would anyone else hit it? Hello? Noelle. Banging on your door. If you would fuck King DDD, a penguin, you're braver than the U.S. Marines.
Dia has left the chat room. Min has left the chat room.
Well,
why are you like this?
I'm so bored. I've been stuck at home all day.
Unfortunately for you, I cannot entertain you long either. I have to leave for the airport soon.
Oh yeah, you're visiting Taiwan, right? How long are you going to be there again?
I'll be there for the entire week. My mom and I will return Sunday afternoon. My dad is staying for an additional week there for business purposes.
Can I still message you when you're there? Do you have to use a VPN or something?
No, as long as I have internet access, we should be able to chat like usual.
Really? But isn't there like hella censorship?
No, there's nothing like that in Taiwan. It's not as if I'm going to China.
Right. Also, what's the difference between China and Taiwan again? /shot. I mean, I know Taiwan's an island, but is it like
You said you were shot, yet you're still talking like nothing happened?
its own country? I have high pain tolerance.
No, you don't.
Anyway, I tried to ask in geography class once and everyone started arguing.
Everyone started arguing because it's a political question. Whether Taiwan is a part of China or a separate country is an extremely controversial issue.
Why, though?
To be honest, I'm not clear on the details. As I understand it, the dispute is the result of a civil war that was never properly resolved.
Huh. So, are you Taiwanese or Chinese or both?
Well, I went to Chinese school as a child. My parents told me Chinese folk tales.
Is that how it works? Just because I speak English doesn't mean I'm English.
To be frank, I'm floundering because I've never given it any thought.
Lol, oops, I didn't mean to give you an identity, crisis.
Even if I say I'm Taiwanese, hardly anyone knows what that means, even other East Asians.
That kind of sounds like how most Americans don't really get Desi identities.
How so?
Like, they think about it based on country. Like you're Pakistani or Indian, etc., but the countries weren't split on racial lines. Like an Indian Punjabi isn't really the same ethnicity as an Indian Guju, but it's all the same to non-Desis because they don't know the difference, lol. XD.
Oh, you're right. I don't know the difference.
Wait, I know. The answer to what you are.
What is it?
You're French.
I kind of saw that one coming.
Because you're Frenchman. Less than 3.
That doesn't help me at all.
No?
No. Later that day, Noelle sits in the back seat as her dad drives them to the airport. She feels a flash of rage when she sees a passing car sporting a proud parent of an honor roll student bumper sticker. Why would you brag about such an unremarkable accomplishment on your car? You're supposed to be on the honor roll. It's like buying a bumper sticker that says, "My child breathes air." No Yanch would ever even bother mentioning such a banal thing. Noelle's mom squints at the airport signage as it passes them by.
Noelle, watch the signs for us.
Why me? I don't even know how to drive.
You were born here. You read faster than us.
How's it that living here after 20 years, they still haven't mastered English? My mom can't even speak English well enough to carry a conversation with a stranger. What have they been doing this whole time?
Which way is parking? Which lane?
Just follow the arrows, turn right.
See, even though I have a PhD, ever since you were in 2nd grade, you could read highway signs faster than me. Good thing we have Noelle with us. The signs go by so fast.
Noelle's dad scratches his head as he directs him through the airport's labyrinthian roads.
Ooh, where is it? It feels like we're just going in circles.
We're not. See that sign there? That parking's past the cargo area.
Do I turn here?
Noelle's heart stops as her dad tries to turn into a street labeled "Do Not Enter." It says, "Do not enter. Keep straight. Keep straight."
Oh.
Her dad swerves sharply to stay in his lane. Noelle massages her temples, her heart pounding. I'm surrounded by illiterate idiots. Why does it rest on me, a literal child, to ensure we don't drive into oncoming traffic? They have endless energy when it comes to obsessing over my studies. Why can't they work on their own English instead? The car rolls into a parking lot. Noelle jolts up in her seat. Wait, this isn't the correct garage. Turn around.
How do you know?
That sign says premium parking. Premium means something of exceptional quality, superior.
So, isn't that good?
Not right now when we're looking for the regular run-of-the-mill parking lot. In this context, the premium parking means special parking that's more expensive.
Oh.
Make a U-turn. We're going to miss our flight. Noelle's mom sighs as the car makes a series of turns.
This would have been easier if you could talk to us in Chinese.
This would have been easier if your English was better, too. Noelle crosses her arms in the back seat, fuming. Why am I the one responsible for making sure we're not separated by a language barrier? We're the ones who chose to move here in the first place. 16 hours later in Taipei, Noelle and her parents take a taxi from the airport to an alley lined with parked scooters. Oh, this must be Agong's apartment. We're staying there for the week. Ron presses the buzzer.
We're here.
Oh, come in, come in. After huffing and puffing up 4 stories of stairs, Noelle is drenched in sweat. Hey!
Yay, you're finally here. And Chunhua, you've grown so big. Yeah, I must have been in elementary school the last time you saw me.
It's must be one of my cousins.
Noelle, don't be rude. Introduce yourself in Chinese.
Hi, Mary I for you Lei Ying. My pronunciation is so atrocious, I don't even know if they can understand me. Oh, what'd you say? Laram Lei Ying. Can I just talk in English?
Agong doesn't speak English. He only knows Japanese, Taiwanese, and Mandarin.
Even the Mandarin he's nearly forgotten. Da Ai gestures at her daughter. She's wearing a thick glasses and carrying a huge brick of a book. Noelle, you speak English with Chunhua. She want to go to college in America, so she very happy practice speaking.
Yes, you can call me literature.
Is that a name she chose herself? Chinese people have such odd taste in English names. It's alright, Chunhua is fine.
We are the same ages, right? Who do you think is more tall?
Chunhua eagerly stands back to back with Noelle so the others can judge. Wait, you're standing on your tiptoes. That's cheating.
Huh? No, I am not. Wow, you two are the exact same height. They're both skin and bones. They really are cousins.
One US version, one Taiwan version. Noelle glances at Chunhua and realizes with a start that she's right. It's like meeting a version of myself from a universe where my parents never went to America. A stranger with my face.
You're sure I'm not taller?
Yes, we sure. Ah! That must be Taiwanese. Chunhua gives him an affectionate hug as Noelle awkwardly watches from the sidelines. Meanwhile, the adults launched into an animated conversation in Taiwanese. Wonder what they're talking about. My Taiwanese is even worse than my Mandarin. I don't know a single word. Actually, wait, wasn't Agong in Taiwanese? They didn't cover it in Chinese school. Could it be a turn used exclusively in Taiwan? It's really a special sort of confusion, not knowing what language you're speaking. Da Ai leads Noelle's parents to the spare bedroom so they could put their luggage away. This reminds me of how I used to assume Japanese curry was a Chinese dish because my mom made it so regularly. If you have a distant relationship with your parents, your culture becomes a nebulous cloud. Is it Chinese to believe pseudoscience? Is it Chinese to have an outdated and sexist worldview? Or is that just my parents and my particular? How do I distinguish between things in particular to my life and Chinese culture? Chunhua brightly takes a seat next to Noelle.
Anything you have questions about, you can ask me.
Tell me about the surrounding area.
Let's look outside.
Chunhua goes over to the window and points as Noelle peers outside the street below.
That way's my house. Me and my mom, we walk over all the time.
Must have lived pretty close by if you're able to come on foot.
Yes, we are only a few streets away from Agong. Every weekend, me and my cousins spend here.
So different from my experience.
When you're all settled, the 7-Eleven. We go and grab breakfast.
Breakfast from 7-Eleven?
What, you've never had it? It's good.
Is it? Won't it be all greasy?
No, they have fresh tea eggs, hot yams, oden. If you want a prepackaged breakfast, they'll heat it for you too. In America, is it not like that?
No, American 7-Elevens are just junk food stores. Chunhua points at the train as it rushes by.
There's a train station near to us. We take it a lot.
You don't use the car to get around?
Not much. When we can't use the train, we ride our scooter. What else do you want to know?
What are you reading?
It's a Chinese translation of a Russian novel. What it's called in English, I don't know.
Something Brothers. There's Brothers and it's Russian. Is it Brothers Karamazov?
Could be.
The Brothers Karamazov?
Yes, that sounds correct.
I've read it before too. It's exciting. I've never met anyone else my age who's read it.
Did you like it?
The religious themes were a little interest to me, but I found some of its other ideas thought-provoking. For example, it argues that humans are so deeply shaped by others that everyone bears some responsibility for the sins of everyone else. Everything we do is the result of a huge interwoven chain of reaction of human interactions. And as a result, a crime is never truly one person's fault. It's societal failure. To Noelle's disappointment, Chunhua nods, looking lost.
I see.
Guess what I said was beyond her English level. I need to scale back to a simpler topic. Do you like reading?
I like reading. Are you nerdy?
The sudden question baffles Noelle. Yeah, I suppose so.
Good, me too. On the wall, there's even a photo of me that,
That what?
Actually, I changed my mind. Don't look too much at the photos on the wall. They're embarrassing. What else do you want to know?
Tell me about those photos.
Okay, if you're sure.
They go over to look at the pictures on the wall. The first one's of Agong and Chunhua at the park. There's a small chestnut-colored warbler sitting on Chunhua's arm.
That bird at the park, we found him abandoned. It was because he fell out of his nest and broke his wing. After it got better, we taught him to fly so he could go back to the wild.
I see. That's very noble of you.
It was Agong's idea. He's quiet, but he is so nice, actually.
You seem very close to your grandpa.
Your grandpa? He's your grandpa, too.
That's right. To hide her embarrassment, Noelle quickly moves on to the next photo. It looks old. A swarm of children are building a sandcastle as smiling adults look on in the background.
This is me, Wan Ping and Wan Zhong.
Wan Ping and Wan Zhong are my older cousins. They're my uncle's children.
Wan Zhong's working right now. Too bad Wan Ping is traveling right now, or else we could have hung out.
Where is he visiting?
Japan. It's his honeymoon.
Honeymoon? Did he get married?
Yes, a month ago.
Oh, I had no idea.
In the picture, the people behind us is Juju, Agong, and Ama. We didn't know it, but that weekend was our last one with Ama.
I can't help but feel jealous that they had any weekends together. While she was spending every Saturday with her cousins and grandparents, I was at school struggling to learn an entire language so I could even begin to communicate with them. Chunhua reluctantly gestures at the last photo, which she was clearly saving for last.
And this one is of me with all my anime figures.
Oh, so this is what she meant by nerdy. It's alright, I have a good friend who's interested in this sort of thing too.
Really? And she's American?
Yep.
She sounds cool. I want to meet her.
You do? Once Noelle turns away from the photos, Chunhua points to a framed certificate hanging on the wall behind her.
You should look at this award, too. It's your mom's.
What, really?
Yeah, in college, she won a bunch of poetry contests. She was even in the newspaper.
I had no idea. Going to sound extremely mean, but I never suspected my mom had any sort of creative talent. All I've ever known is her as a strict, closed-minded housewife.
Here, you should read her things. She's very skilled.
Chunhua pulls a magazine out from a cabinet and flips it open to a page of poetry.
See what I mean? Some people just have a way with words. It's a big waste she quit. I guess there wasn't enough reason to keep doing it over in America.
Noelle stares blankly at her mom's poems. I can't read any of it. And we'll have to get to reading more of it, possibly, next time.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.